Hello everyone, I'm Kristen Gerhardt.
I'm Zach Mueller.
And welcome back to Exposé.
Let's do this thing again.
The response to last week's episode was great. It seems that the only thing we're missing is a weekly contest.
You guys want more free stuff in addition to this already professionally produced web show that we release for free every Friday, but to you that clearly just doesn't cut it.
Stay tuned to the end of the episode to win a free deck of steampunks. David Blaine is working on his underwater magic routine at the Liberty Science Museum in New Jersey. They're looking for suggestions of what you'd like to see him attempt underwater. You can still submit ideas and suggestions to him online. What's that? You want to hear my ideas? Absolutely! I want to see him perform some of the classics of magic, like Torn and Restore Titanic, Vanishing Mermaids, or Mermen, and Levitating Free Willy. What's that? It's already been done? Yeah, oh. Whatever. David Copperfield was in Disney World in Florida this week, and some people spotted him and posted pictures on Twitter. In related news, the Cinderella castle vanished in a poof of smoke and appeared halfway across the world in Tokyo. What? Oh, there's already a duplicate castle in Tokyo. Never mind. Justin Willman stars in a magic short film for Sprinkles Cupcakes, starring Ed Alonzo as well as many other Magic Castle stars. Definitely check out this sweet video. Justin Flom tells a moving and magical story in a recent YouTube video that has racked up over 1 million views in the past week. The story thanks the soldiers fighting for us overseas and has some very cool magical moments. Brian Brushwood released his new ebook called Scam School on Amazon and iTunes this past Wednesday. Brian is a great friend of theory11, and his book has all sorts of cool scams and bar tricks you can perform for your friends, and it's only $5. And that's it for the news this week, so let's talk about magic. Zach, what's the latest and greatest?
Thank you very much, Kristen. It is time to get into the latest and the greatest. We announced 2 new artists last week with upcoming Cardistry projects in the works. One with Dimitri Owlery, I'm sorry, and Spencer Clark, much more Americanized, easier to pronounce, rolls off the tongue, if you know what I mean. These guys are crazy talented, and I am very happy to welcome them to the theory11 family. In Magic this week on The Wire, we have Playback by Aaron Williams and Plastic Surgery by Kevin Schaller. Also worth an update is a download that we featured in episode 3 of the original Exposé called Fate by Garrett Clark. It's one of the most popular downloads on The Wire, and since our review, Garrett has refilmed and re-edited both the download and the trailer to make it all the more badass. In the new version, he doesn't get a girl's number with the effect like I did when I reviewed it, but he did a good job. So if you haven't checked it out yet, all the more reason to do so. It is an awesome effect. It's only $4, so go grab it right now. For this episode's weekly review, our spotlight shines on High End by Blake Voigt, a Twisting the Aces routine that definitely needs some clearing up. This effect only has 2.5 stars on The Wire, and unrightfully so. There are lots of Twisting the Aces routines out there with different combinations of counts, different kicker endings, turnovers, etc., and this is my favorite one by far. Every move is justified, all the actions make sense, and the kicker ending literally fooled the snap, crackle, and pop out of me. I mean, more figuratively than literally, but you get the idea. I think the reason that this has such a low star rating on The Wire is because people misunderstand that this is not just a rehashing of the Mercury Kings. If you're familiar with packet tricks, you know that most of them suffer from overcomplication. And High End is perfectly streamlined. It has excellent teaching with over-the-shoulder and mirror angles by Blake Voigt, and crystal clear production quality by Mr. Patrick Kuhn. Hey, Patty. And I give it a 9 out of 10. I recommend you buy it, but if anything, just give it another look. You may have been turned off by the 2.5 stars in the past, and I think it's worth more than that. Unless you don't want to learn an awesome trick for the same price as a Bed Bath & Beyond loofah, in which case avoid this like the plague. That's all for this week's latest and greatest. Now I'm going to throw it over to Rob Anderson, who will be talking about himself for the next 90 seconds. Rob?
Thanks, Zach! And thank you to all our viewers for the warm welcome and response to my first couple of episodes. Literally one person wrote in. Thanks, Mom! But some of you wanted to know a little bit more about who is Rob Anderson. Again, I'm assuming nobody asked. So if you were wondering who started the whole fake tutorial contest thing, and never won, it was me. It was me. Aside from that, I do a little bit of acting and some stand-up comedy. I love music. I'm a great dubstep beatboxer. Dubstep! Dubstep! I love collecting, grilled cheese sandwich aficionado, avid surge protector user, president of the Bob Vila fan club. I'm also the world's only jumbo card cardistry artist. On the forums, Syph wants to know how joining the theory11 team has changed my life. Well, I'm an overnight magic celebrity now, but I'm not about to let the fame and fortune go in your mind. I mean in your mind. I mean to my head. I mean Chris Angel. What? David Tang wants to know if Kalen Morelli will release anything soon. Well, I did just speak with Kalen, and he says he doesn't have anything planned for release right now, but I did also just shoot an interview with him in Las Vegas, so be on the lookout for that right here on Exposé in the coming weeks. Enigma wants to know what the future holds for theory11, and for that, I'm gonna pass it off to Michael James. All yours, Michael.
Michael James here, and this week I had the pleasure of moving from Texas to Las Vegas. I wanted to do something really out of control during my last week in Dallas, so I decided to throw myself out of a plane at an altitude of 2.5 miles. Roll the clip. Okay, well, that's not actually me. This is me practicing on a mat. Other news includes the brand new Monarch trailer, which was released today, so make sure to check that out in the media section. I especially loved filming this one because it is 100% real, if you catch my drift, which you probably don't. It's like Fight Club, we're not supposed to talk about it. So we've been getting a lot of questions about Sentinels and whether they'll be back in stock anytime soon. To briefly answer that, yes, we are in the process of getting them reprinted. Same colors, same back design that we all know and love. And that's about it. Back to you, Zach and Kristen.
As usual, thank you everyone for watching.
On behalf of myself, Kristen, Michael, Rob, and we hope you have an awesome week.
And we'll see you next Friday.
Let us know in the comments below what trick you'd like me to highlight next, and the winner will get a free deck of Steampunks. Until next week, I'm Zach Mueller.
And I'm Kristen Gerhardt.
We already
Yeah,
did that. All right, we'll see you next Friday.